So the Insta360 Luna Ultra has basically 3 vertical modes. You can shoot with it in vertical mode by, if you have the right setting, just flipping the screen. And now I can shoot vertical and even start the deep tracking. Now the only downside, this is only 3K 25. It can shoot up to 60 frames per second. Also iLog is no problem with that, all good. Also shoots with the telephoto lens, so the 3x zoom, even though this is quite a tight shot, and the tracking works as well, perfectly fine. It can be used. So this is the 3K mode that you can use with the remote if you have it activated by just flipping the screen up. Now you have to turn the camera off with long pressing the record button. The only downside again is 3K, so if you have to crop in or push in or zoom in like for this YouTube video, you kind of lose resolution. What you also could do is just flip the camera on the side. And now it told me that it enters the real vertical mode. And now you have the full resolution of the sensor. The only downside of this is when you remove the remote, you get just this tiny little preview. So this is not ideal, I think. But now I have the full sensor height. Active tracking is now on. I can crop in. This is 4K. So let's switch to 8K, even though the dynamic range and exposure in 8K is a little bit off. I have another video about that, and now I'm recording in 8K, so I really can push in, I think, in this 4K YouTube video. Maybe that is something you have to do. And now also have the 3x zoom. Now I have really blurry background, which is nice. Let's see, I can go up here. Now the limit, I think, yeah, it's reached. Yep. Let's see how it does. Over here, follows me around quite well. Even here, so yeah, I think even down here, nice. As you can see, I have now the full height. So those are the 2 real 9:16 aspect ratio modes. This is fine if you have it on a tripod like this, or if you have it on your camera rig to have vertical content at the same time. Hand-holding this could be a bit strange or feeling odd, but maybe some accessories come out that make that easy. I think this is the better way to shoot 4K or 8K if you have nice lighting situations. Now there is a different solution. Let me switch the camera back to normal setting, because you also have 1:1 mode. The downside is that this is also only 3K, but you have a little bit more room, so it doesn't crop in too much. You have the same height as the vertical mode, but you have a little bit more on the left and right side, I think. Let me switch to the same position to the vertical mode. Right, so now I have the same position. I have it on the 16:9 vertical mode. And let's switch it, stop it recording, stop tracking, and have it framed the same way. And this is 1:1, same position. I didn't change anything. This is the same thing right there. So this is 16:9 now. This is now the 3x lens in 1:1, 3x lens in 16:9. And this is now the 3x lens in the 3K 9:16 mode. Quite tight. I think the 1:1 might be the better solution for that if you really want to shoot like this, because you get more width, so to speak. Yeah, so this is much better, I think, in this way, because you get more resolution in frame. Right, so now I'm recording to the Luna. I have the Sony over there, A7S Mark III. I really like this solution, especially the 3x lens is quite nice if you have the right exposure, good light. You can shoot 8K. Now I'm shooting 4K because it tends to be better in low light or lower situations. Also manual exposure, Philip Bloom posted something about that because it might be better in terms of noise reduction and stuff like that. I will make a video about this exposure thing with the 8K versus 4K. Also, you can only set the sharpness level of the camera with the phone app. I will talk about that in the next video. Anyways, that's about it. The second video in a row about this little interesting thing. I'm really keen to see what the DJI Osmo Pocket 4P is all about. It might be the better camera in terms of settings and tools and menus and especially accessories. This might be the better camera in terms of optics. Maybe, yeah, hard to say. Also, yeah, accessories. It's tricky to get stuff for this camera, for the Luna. Even the extended battery grip is sold out everywhere in Europe, and the Insta360 page right now, currently on this day of recording this, doesn't show up anything about the Luna. Even the camera is not available or shown or listed on this page. So quite interesting. Also Small Rig, Newer, Falcam, Ulanzi, all of those accessory makers will have to catch up with accessories for this camera to mount it on rigs and stuff like that. Yeah, so we will see how this turns out. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about this camera, settings, stuff I should test, should show, and some tips you might have as well in the comments down below. See you in the next one. Back to work. Back to work. My monitor is acting up. I don't see anything on this. I have to use this one. It's tracking my back. Interesting.